Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey. And he'll force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Purdy now to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you kind of stall them out when you do that.
A good pick up there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Flacco from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Browns had 0-11 now in the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to it for 20 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Passing play, Flacco. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Formation for the Browns.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one. A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it was almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And 2nd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
The 20-yard line.
Get set. Watch out.
Now Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As
soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ayuk goes in motion. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Purdy from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Flacco throwing quickly out wide. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now Flacco. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Once more, it's Flacco. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Second and 10. Now Flacco. He's going to let it go again. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but they've got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, Parker, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
This short pass into the hands of the Njoku. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 of enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Ready, set, cut.
Back to throw. Gabriel. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's second and 10.
Right through. Down. Here, 60 red. Needle blue. Ready, ready, ready.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. On the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
And it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the wrong snapper, but it was his error that led directly to that block. If this operation is cleaner, we're probably talking about a different outcome.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
30 now to throw off the play action. Steps away. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Gabriel. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And I think the ball's out, but this will unfortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
2nd and short now following the fumble. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 53 yards rushing for him, Rears. He starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy now to throw.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Here's Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stepped behind the line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown 49ers.
Complete to
Ricky Pearsall.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Let's go. Hut.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay game.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that. Let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Gabriel. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and 5. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 22.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the Browns' 36-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So the victory here.
No, they absolutely pitched a